Here's a question from Sharif El Daba. Can we have more clarification about what is meant by resonance in comparison to overtone? So, is there a difference between resonance when you're talking about resonances and overtones? How do those compare? What would you say?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, what's the question is, can we have more clarification about what is meant by resonance in comparison to overtone?
Ah, yes, yes, sure. This question comes a lot. So this shows me that it's not very common knowledge that resonance and overtones are completely separate things. I share the screen again. So if you produce any sound, let's say I have a recording here of some music instrument I played and recorded. I record it here. So you have overtones here, you have harmonics of two different tones, and you have no resonance frequency that is changed here. And now I apply this sound. This has nothing to do with my vocal cords. And I apply this to my mouth. My mouth is now only a resonance chamber. And you will see that I don't change the overtones, but I change the loudness of overtones. So resonance only change the loudness distribution and not the overtone themselves. So nothing is changing here, but the loudness is changing quite interestingly. So what you see here, did I share the right part?
Yeah, we're seeing that.
You see the overtones don't change, but the loudness changes. And you see some pattern moving here, and these are the patterns of the resonance frequencies. And if I separate this from a sound has a pitch. If I use a noise, then suddenly those patterns turn into tones. And this sometimes makes the confusion, I think. So I do the same. You don't hear a pitch now, but if I change them very slightly, then you suddenly hear a pitch. And you hear Frère Jacques by only resonances of a noise, but there is no melody, actually. You hear this melody, but there's no tone. Then the resonance frequency suddenly turns into a pitch in our mind. And this is what I mean when people hardly ever heard about resonance as a pitch. They are described as a pitch, but they are not perceived as a pitch. Only if you move them very slightly. And there's a very little movement in the vowel perception compared to the pitch perception. How to explain? It's not easy to explain. If I sing Amen in two ways. Amen, Amen. I sang two times the same word. But I changed the pitch of my second resonance by a full step. Amen, Amen. So if I apply my Boca center to listen to the vowel, I don't hear much of a difference. Amen, 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 Amen. If I speak, I do the same movement. Amen, 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 Amen.
I think those are some amazing examples, and definitely help clear up um, clear up that question. But it seems like a question that people need to revisit again and again and again
Yeah.
until it just at one point clicks. It's there's so many things to be focusing on.
If you listen to these two sounds, it sounds like that I add an overtone, but actually the overtones are there all the time. I just make one louder, then softer again, and the next one louder and softer again. They never vanished. They only changed the vowel, the loudness distribution. But our brain can hear them then as a pitch. But what we actually hear is the pitch of the resonance. And sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the overtones and the resonance frequencies.
The overtones are always part of the sound package or the
Mhm.
sound layers, and the resonance that we create inside with the different vowels and position the pharynx of the tongue, when the resonance matches, then it gets louder. Is
Yes.
that a simple way to sum it up?
Yes.
It is. It's extremely difficult to sum that up. Oh,